can zoom in there onto folks there around the Brush Creek area and Allens Creek Road. If you are in those areas, you are definitely in this warning. Want to make sure that you are taking all the precautions that you possibly can. We are watching it very closely. The storm is moving to the northwest at about 15 miles per hour, so fairly slow mover right now. Heads up to folks up here in Hohenwald and also in the Flatwoods area as this storm is going to be moving your way. Now, if you're in Lawrenceburg proper, you are getting a strong storm right now, but you are south of the storm that is actually using that rotation, or that has prompted this warning to be issued. So if you're in Lawrenceburg, stay in, wait for this storm to pass through. But the storm that actually is possibly producing that tornado is a little bit farther off to the northwest of you there. Give you an estimate on the timeline, and the storm, if it continues on this path, it's going to move to Sweetwater in about 12 minutes. So folks there in the Sweetwater community, make sure that you too are taking those precautions as the storm is moving northwest. Now, this rotation continues to be fairly strong right now. We're seeing it move very, very slowly, but it is also moving into a heavily forest area here that's over in the Laurel Hill Lake Wildlife Management area. So not as many folks living in this general area that is right in line with that storm, but we're going to continue to certainly keep a very close track on it. And Dan is showing us right now the winds. This is our rotation detector. And what we use this for is to see exactly where that storm may be twisting, because the different colors mean something. We've got winds that are blowing away from the radar site and winds that are blowing toward the radar site. And whenever we have that tight circulation like this is an indication of where we may be able to see that storm dropping on down to the ground. So that's the reason that we're looking here at this particular location, because that's where we're seeing those wind shifts. And also, we had some firefighters out there that did witness a funnel cloud right there along 64. Initially, it was around Crockett Elementary, and we've tracked the storm as it moves beyond there here in Lawrence County. So that's where we are now. If you're just joining us, we want to pull out and do a little reset here to show you exactly where we're talking about right now. Make sure you know exactly which area we are in. There's Waynesboro. This is Etheridge. This is Lawrenceburg right here. Hohenwald. Over to Culleoka and Columbia up there in the corner of your screen. So it's this small area where there is a tornado warning that is in effect right now until 6:30. Now, there are folks, of course, that are still seeing some strong storms like you are here in the Lawrenceburg area proper, but not necessarily in that tornado warning. You've got a strong storm that is impacting you at this point. But if you are just joining us and you're in this line of fire here, if this is folks that are in that extreme northern corner there of Lawrence County and Lewis County, and also in the Wayne County area, you want to make sure you're headed to your safe place. Putting as many walls between you and the outside is our best advice. That safe place could be a closet, it could be a bathroom, something like that. Grab a pillow on the way in there, as a tornado warning remains in effect until 6:30 tonight. Rain has already moved into the Linden area, over to Lexington as well. All this is lifting up toward the northwest. And then you can see in Nashville, things are quiet right now. Nothing showing up. So that is certainly some good news as we're getting into this evening. But you can see more activity coming up from the south. So we'll have some more showers and thunderstorms tonight. We're also looking, though, for this to be a little bit calmer than what we're seeing right now. But it's coming up out of Alabama, where we see some of the strongest activity right now. And this is the storm we've been watching throughout the last hour and a half or so, as it's just continued to strengthen right through here, moving up toward the northwest right now. As a matter of fact, Dan Thomas has joined me in the studio right now, helping track this storm. And Dan, this has been a storm that we've seen just intensify, just and strengthen as it's continued to move out of Alabama and, of course, into Lawrence County.
We have, Lisa. This is the main fetch of moisture that we're going to watch for the next several hours from northern Alabama into southern Middle Tennessee. And this is where the bulk of the rainfall is going to fall for the evening, at least right through probably 9 o'clock tonight to south central and southwestern parts of the mid-state. But again, far northwestern parts of Lawrence County and dipping into southern parts of Lewis County. You've got to watch out. We do have that tornado warning. So that doesn't mean peek out the windows. That means stay in your safe spot, stay indoors and away from windows. And we'll see if we can actually bring those safe spots up for you on the weather computer right here. And essentially what that's going to show is you want to get to your basement or lowest level of your house. You want to put as many walls between you and the outdoors as possible. And so you don't want to be on an outside wall, and you want to be in the first floor if you can do that, just to maximize your safe situation there as this moves farther north. Now, right now, it's just north of 64. You can see beside me there. I'm going to zoom back down into the storm, and you can see just to the west of Napier. So just west of Napier is where the focus is, and there's actually some lightning and thunder with it. So it's going to stay away from Murfreesboro, or stay away from Waynesboro, I should say, and get to the west of Hohenwald in time. Lisa?
All right, so we're going to continue to track it for you. Tornado warning in effect until 6:30 right here, Lawrence County, Lewis County, and Wayne County. Dan's going to stick around with me, and we're going to track this. We'll be right back in a few moments with an update on this. But first, let's head over to Tracy and Lauren.
Now on News 4 at 6, a law enforcement officer and suspect are shot. What we know from the scene. And a DEA agent killed in Arizona has ties to Metro Police. The new information we've learned. Plus, a man seriously hurt after falling or jumping off a semi.
I can't believe anybody would do that, or how they would even do it.
Where police are in the investigation. And a rainy week is in store. Our certified most accurate weather team is tracking the radar. We're live and working for you. News 4 at 6.